Before you watch the video, make sure you check out my full digital SAT math and verbal section video courses. These are the #1 rated video courses on Udemy, and I'm sure they're going to help you during your SAT prep. So in this video, let us further solve some linear equation problems. Take a look at this problem. The graph of the linear function f is shown. Here it is. Which equation defines this function? Well, as you know, you can actually calculate the slope and find the y-intercept of a linear function. The slope is calculated by picking 2 points and writing the equation rise over run in the form of x and y coordinates. So I always suggest people to pick points in a convenient manner. You're going to subtract. So subtracting lower values from higher values is easier. Yeah, but sometimes it doesn't really work. So if you have 3 points, then pick the easiest ones, all right? And if you have 2 points, then you have no other choice but to pick them. This point here has the y-coordinate 0, and this one has the y-coordinate 2. So let's pick this as the second point and this as the first point. 2 minus 0 is what we have on the numerator, and x2 minus x1 is going to be 0 minus 1. And our slope is going to be 2 divided by -1, which is -2. So we already know how the slope of this line looks like. It's -2, and the y-intercept is shown already here. So you don't have to plug points back into the equation y is equal to -2x plus b, because this we do when we do not see the y-intercept. But if you clearly see it, then to save time, you can just state that the y-intercept here is 2. So the correct answer to this question is C. Now let's move on to the next question. In the xy plane, what is the y-intercept of the line with equation y is equal to -2x plus 4? Well, I guess this is easy. The y-intercept is always going to be this member right here, the constant in the linear equation where y is equal to mx plus b and y is alone. But what if they said 2y is equal to -2x plus 4? Well, then you would have to divide both sides by 2 to get your correct y-intercept. And since this is not the case in this question, you can confidently state that y-intercept is 4. So the y-intercept is going to be x comma y is equal to 0 comma 4. Now this question measures your attention. You could either be confused between A and D or B and C. Well, obviously B and C are talking about the slope, but even that is wrong. And A and D have the x-coordinate and the y-coordinate of the y-intercept here mixed up. So what you have to do is first always try to solve it by yourself and then compare the answer choices. This helps you to always come to the right answer. This was the solution to only 2 questions out of the total 10 questions in this topic. In order to find the other solutions, please navigate to my full Udemy SAT course, link in description.